Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you makeup I regret buying with my own moolah. Before we start, I'd like to apologise for the horrific lighting. My lights are dying and it's also snowing outside, so she's not our friend today.
Give you $20
for me? That's too expensive, sweetheart. I'm a cheap asshole.
First up, we have Huda Beauty Faux Filter in the shade Angel Food. It's a perfect shade for me, but the formula is horrendous on me. It's too thick, it doesn't blend, it looks patchy. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, especially if you have mature skin, acne prone skin, dry skin. It's not going to look nice on you, and I don't recommend anyone buying this. I deeply regret spending my money on it, to be honest, and I wish I could send it back. Next up, we have Benefit Hoola. Now mine doesn't look the way it should. I've took it out of the packaging because I thought the packaging was too bulky and I couldn't get the product out. But I also found that it has hard pan very, very easily, so it makes it so difficult to use. So therefore, I had to put it into another component as a loose powder, and that's the only way that I can make it work on me. So I wouldn't repurchase Benefit Hoola. Although I do like the shade, I don't like the formula of it and it's too hard pressed. So for me, it's a no. Next up, we have Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. Thankfully, I've almost finished this one, but I find the formula to be too thick and gloopy on the lips, and as I've said in previous videos, I don't like thick lip glosses. They make me feel quite nauseous. I prefer a thinner formula, so for me these don't work, and I would be very, very glad to use this up. Next, we have another lip product by KVD. This is the Everlasting Hyper Light liquid lipstick in Medusa's Head, which is a beautiful green colour. I absolutely adore the shade of this, but when it's on the lips it's thick, but it's also patchy and it crumbles a lot. So as you're trying to reapply it throughout the day, it just feels so uncomfortable and dry. I would buy this shade again if it was in a much better formula, but I think they reformulated these lipsticks and it just ruined it. So I wouldn't repurchase any of the lipsticks again, but I will work on finishing it because I absolutely, again, I adore the shade, which is a pity really. Lastly, we have an Hourglass palette, which I know can be quite controversial. Some people love them, some people hate them. They look stunning, but for me the formula isn't to the standard I'd expect. This is probably going to get me cancelled, honestly. I like the blushes. The powders are okay if you want a light set on your base. The highlighters are lackluster in my opinion. And to be honest, I think I could get the same result with something cheap, say £1, £2. Boots own brand, for instance. I don't think it's worth over £60 for a palette, so I regret buying it. In the future, I would try more of their blushes and I would try their bronzers. But as for the highlighters and any setting powders, I'm not impressed with it, especially for the extortionate price. And that is it for this video. I'd love to know down below in the comments what products you regret buying and what your thoughts are on my picks. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more of me. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Thank you.